Weird. Hey, what's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing today? I hope everybody is awesome. Thanks for coming out. Definitely appreciate you guys. What in the world? All right. I think my phone is on some sort of weird loop. Hold on a second. I don't know what it's doing. It's freaking me out. Discard clip. Somehow I took a clip or something. I don't know what I did there, but that was weird. All right, I see we got some people up in here already, so what's up? Win, Johnny? I said yin, I said win. I don't know. I'm talking all bad and messed up. Smileys. DK, what's going on? We got Blue. What's up, Blue? Cereal, Corsa. We got Ratchet White Boy. Wretched White Boy, not Ratchet. I can't read today. K-Fed's in the house. What's up, K-Fed? How you doing today? How you doing today? I think my microphone, I think my camera's out of focus. Dear camera, you're supposed to focus on my face, man. There we go. That might be a little bit better. The camera's all busted up. Somebody broke it. Okay. All right. So if you guys got some questions, I mean, I don't know much about this rework thing yet. I know the rework thing is kind of sort of starting to happen. There's no modules for those of us on Android, but your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Man, I can't talk today. I still don't feel well, so I'm going to blame it on that. I haven't felt very good for a few days. Yeah, so the modules are pretty much locked out on Android. They're locked, so if you, I would say like whatever robots you have in your hangar, I think they're saying that the modules are still active. So whatever you have in your hangar, leave it in there. Don't change robots, because if you put a new robot in, it's not going to have modules installed, I guess. I don't know. It's a crazy deal. It's a crazy deal, and we don't know anything about it yet, which kind of sucks, but, you know, it kind of is what it is at the same time. I don't know. Deadpool, what's up, buddy? No, there's a lock over top of your modules. Like, you're completely locked out from them. So if you look at your modules, right? Where's my game at? Ah, crap. Hold on. It's, I got a problem here. 1 second. 1 second. I've lost my game. Ah. Okay. So you're completely locked out of your modules, basically. So if you try to look at modules on a robot, this is what you got, right? You're just locked out. There's a lock on it. You can't get into anything. It's just kind of like, well, no more modules for right now at least. Right? For right now at least, we ain't got no modules. And that's kind of a bummer. But they're just all 100% locked. But, you know, let's just say I wanted to bring in the change robot button. Let's just say I wanted to bring in this robot here. Well, it definitely didn't have modules installed, so I can't really play that robot. Now, these robots did have modules installed, so I think the modules are still active on here, even though I can't get into them, if that makes sense. I could be wrong, but that's the way I understand that this is currently working, so that's my understanding of the situation. I don't like the way this camera's set up. Hold on. I need to make a few changes on the camera. Cameras are a pain. The camera in my live streaming place is a pain in the butt. Butt pain! I'll have to mess with it again later. Somehow I tried to change it around last night, and I don't think I got it on there right. But it's kind of a pain. All right. But it is what it is. It's going to be interesting. I haven't played the game yet, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. Resident says at the moment they are locked but working. Depends on whether or not you had modules on your robots. That's the thing. Meowie Games, hello, hello. Alright, so what will be the top 10 robots after the rework? I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what the game is going to feel like after the rework, right? The game may play completely differently. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I have no idea how it's going to change the robots. The robots may feel very similar. They may feel completely different. I have no clue, so I'm a little scared to scared to see how this is going to go because I have no clue in the world. No clue, but all my favorite robots may or may not be good anymore, and that freaks me out. Like, I really hope they're still good, but there's really no guarantee. There's so many robots that I absolutely love, and now I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play this anymore, or am I not going to be able to play that anymore? I have no idea. But it's a little scary. Alright. It's definitely freaking me out. That's all I can really tell you. It is 100% freaking me out. And I have no idea what to think about it. I'm having some weird issues going on with my computer right now. My computer's acting funny. Alright, so I'm readjusting a couple things here. Hold on a second. Alright, there we go. That's still too much. Alright, there we go. That should be just about right, I think. Okay. Just adjusting a few things. The streaming software does weird stuff all the time, and it's a pain in my butt. So, alright, we gotta sort it out. Resident says he doesn't know me, but he knows all these other creators. Well, Resident, welcome to the live stream, my friend. But yeah, if you guys got questions, if you guys got some questions, go ahead and ask. That's what we're here for today. Time to start playing Frontiers. Yeah, I've been playing Frontiers a little bit here and there on one of my other channels. It's kind of a fun game. Thing with Frontiers, though, is you have to have a PC to play it, right? Frontiers is a really fun and a really cool game, but you have to have a PC, and not everybody does. I'm a big fan of Frontiers, actually. Jamil says, I've been fine with just getting rid of passive modules and give me back all the silver and gold. Yeah, you know, we'll find out pretty soon how much compensation we're going to get. I've got a feeling it's going to be good this time, but I could be wrong. I got a feeling we're going to get a nice amount of compensation for it. So hopefully that's the case, because, you know, I think when this new rework happens, I'm going to try playing without upgrading any of the robots with the new specializations tree. I'm going to try without it. And I'm going to find out if the game is going to be playable without even upgrading that stuff. I'm kind of interested to see how that works. Shishkin says, this is scary, it's like the end. I don't think it's really going to be the end, but it's going to be pretty crazy. Devil, how's it going? Nice to see you. Sweta, what's up, bud? David K9, hey, good to see you guys. Alright, so the solar drone, the solar drone is a really good drone, but you gotta remember, it really only works for things over 700 meters away. So if you're closer than 700 meters, most of the stuff on the solar drone's not working for you. So you really got to be playing on a long range map and using it on a sniper type of robot. It's great for a sniper. It's actually really good for a sniper. Like if you set up a Baglasari with the Daredevil skill of that drone and put like 4 prismas on it, that will just destroy everything. But you got to be far away is the problem. If some of the maps were bigger, I think we could have more fun sniping, but the maps are a little bit too small. But I do like that. Dennis, hello. Resident says, Frontiers is coming along nicely. I wonder when they're going to release Frontiers completely. Alien says, I'll try and make it here more often. Thanks, my friend. Johnny Saint says it'll be something different to learn. Yeah, I don't really think there's going to be a huge learning curve to it. You basically just get resources. You level up the little tree. And then you can choose like defense or attack basically, right? Let's just say you choose attack and you don't like it. Then you can just switch it to defense. So once you've leveled up the tree, I guess you can switch it around to whatever you want it. So there's really not going to be much of a learning curve, I don't think. If it's the way I understand it, it's actually going to be really easy and simple. And it will take a little bit of complication out of the game, I do believe. So basically you put resources in there, you max out your tree, and then you can just say, okay, I want to run attack today, or okay, I want to run defense today, and you just pick one. I think it's going to be that simple, but then again, I could be wrong, but that's the way I'm understanding it. We'll find out here. Alright, so Shikari says the new module work is a bit weird I used in the test servers. Yeah, you know, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be exactly like we saw it in the test server. The thing is, like, test servers aren't guaranteed to be dead on. That's kind of, we test things out, not we, but they test things out, then they decide what they want to do, and then they make it go live. So it'll probably be very similar to the test server, and it's probably going to be almost the same, if not the same, but I don't know if it's going to be exactly what we saw on the test server or not. It could go either way. It could be the same or it could be very different but similar. I don't know if that makes sense. Echo Lima Foxtrot, what's up, my man? How you doing today, Edward? Edward says a lot said the same thing when the drone rework happened. Now, the drone rework was actually good for the game. It balanced some things out, but the only thing that sucked was, you know, not everybody, I don't know, there was good and bad about the drone rework. I mean, it made the gameplay a little more balanced, a little more even, but it kind of sucked losing all the stuff that you had worked for and built up and made. You know what I mean? That's the part that sucked about it. Now, some people were pretty happy with the amount of compensation they got from the drone rework. Other people weren't very happy, so I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the new resource cost. How do we get the new resource? How much are they going to give us? I mean, it's going to be... There's a lot of things that are going to determine how good or bad this actually is. Is this module rework going to balance out the game at all? I don't know. It might, but it might make everything feel really squishy. I'm not really sure yet. Edward said he saw Lancelot in Champion. I actually saw one of those like 2 or 3 days ago. We probably saw the same guy. Deadpool says, guessing builds will change along bots being classed. Wonder if you can only select mods. Yeah, I don't really know how that's going to work yet, honestly. What's the best sniper, Crisis or Erebus? Well, here's the problem. Like, Erebus is not really... Erebus is really squishy. Crisis is probably the better sniper if you can keep away from people and use your stealth. But Erebus really relies on that shield, right? If somebody hits you with shield breaker, your Erebus is dead pretty much instantly. Or if somebody gets inside of your shield, like a Revenant teleports in there, or a Scorpion, or a Shinlao, that Erebus is gone. I think Erebus is a really cool, really fun robot, but I don't know. I don't think I would run either one that much recently. I think the Baglasari is going to be the best sniper right now because it's going to do huge amounts of damage. I think the second best sniper would be the Crisis. And then the third best sniper would probably be a Behemoth because I think it's still got 4 weapons and it's a little more durable. But I think Erebus is more of a... I mean, I guess you could use it for a sniper, but technically it wouldn't be one of my first choices for a sniper, but it would definitely work. I mean, it's got 3 heavy weapons. You can definitely play it from long range. But I would rather have something with 4 weapons on it over 3. Meowie says, rate my hanger. He says, Hazard Ophian, Shatter Ravena, Slug Split Skyros. I don't know what a Slug Split is. Redeemer Curry. I'm dyslexic, so I'm not good at reading. I'm sorry. Mace Tamer Ochikochi. Alright, what is a Split Slug Skyros? I mean, that hanger sounds pretty good. I mean, Skyros has one big advantage and one big disadvantage. I mean, you can't really fight well with a Skyros, but it's great for a beacon. So, depending on you're using that, that's pretty nice. But, yeah, I mean, your hanger sounds pretty good, honestly. So, take your 250 D-Gems and make sure you get something you really want with it. Don't just spend it to spend it, but... I mean, yeah, overall, that's a really nice deal. I mean, Raven is a really cool robot if you play it correctly. Ophian's the one robot in your hangar, though, I would think about maybe replacing with something else. Ophian's kind of, he's kind of outdated and just so-so at the moment. I mean, there was a time where the Ophian was awesome, but there's so many people running Shield Breaker and it's pretty squishy now. I think it's really hard to do well with an Ophian in Champion League at the moment, so I would definitely work on replacing that with something, but make sure you get something that's, you know, that's going to be good. So right now, I wouldn't go buying anything with your D-Gems, especially since we don't know how most of these robots are going to perform after the module rework. I would save the D-Gems, wait for some of us YouTubers to try the game out, you know, make some videos on some builds of what's good and what's not, because... I mean, right now, I would say try and get an Invader or try and get a Fenrir, but I don't know how those are going to play after the rework. So I would save the D-Gems until we figure out which robots are still good after the rework. So that's going to take probably a couple weeks of really getting in there, playing and testing things out before we really get a good feel of which robots are still going to do good or bad. Because I really do think it's going to change things big time. Okay, Berserk, Shatter Splinters. Yeah, that's a good setup on the Skyros. But yeah, I think the only thing you might really want to think about changing out is that Ophian eventually. Yin says, Pixonic don't want our robots to be overpowered and be transferred to quit the game. I think a lot of people might end up leaving because they're unhappy about the rework. But I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Johnny says, Skyros is a bit squishy when it's in robot mode. Yeah, that's the thing. Most people just roll around on a ball and set on beacons with the Skyros, or they push people around. Most people don't really come out of the ball and fight with the Skyros, but you will run into somebody occasionally who's a really good Skyros player who knows how to come out of the ball and play that thing. But not that many. Devil got the new Titan, the Baglers. Oh my god. Bersaglier. The Bersaglier. I can never say that thing correctly. But yeah, that's a really good Titan. I mean, if you know how to play that, it's awesome. I think it takes a lot of getting used to because, in my opinion, the mechanics of the abilities seem to be very backwards. I don't like the mechanics of that Titan, but man, it will destroy some stuff. I mean, it'll tear people to pieces if you get good with playing it. It's awesome if you like the gameplay. Alright, what happened to the modules? There is a module rework, and it's kind of in the middle of happening right now. So modules are pretty much locked out. The rework is kind of taking place, so in a few days we'll probably have the new specializations. I don't know if we're going to have the modules locked for a day or two or a week or two, but basically the modules are being removed from the game completely and replaced with a new specialization tree. So any modules you currently have that get deleted, you will get some sort of new resource for compensation for your old modules. So can you have a Baglier for free? I doubt it. You would have to find like somebody doing a giveaway for that or something. I don't think Pixonic has arranged any giveaways for that Titan. I mean, maybe look around YouTube. Maybe you'll find somebody doing a giveaway for that. I'm not really sure. There's going to be some new giveaways coming up, but I don't think that was on the list. I don't remember that being on the list of the upcoming giveaways, so I would say probably not. Any chance they will give away more D-Gems? It's very possible. Like, there's a lot of free stuff. If you watch the web shop constantly, I mean, if you go by every day, every couple of days, watch the web shop because you never know when they're going to have a free item up on the map. I mean, sometimes I've seen them giving out data pads. I've seen them giving out D-Gems. I mean, there's all kinds of free stuff over there. You just don't know when and what the free stuff is going to be. But yeah, they do pop some free stuff up somewhat often. Alright, so Tamark says, is it worth spending on robots? Alright, so if you just started playing, it's an awesome game. It can be a very expensive game, right? So this is what you want to know. This is how things work on this game. Whether or not you want to spend money is going to be personal preference. But we just had a big module rework, right? It's in the place of happening. We don't know how it's going to affect the game right now, so I can't really tell you which robots to invest in or, you want to get from the workshop or buy right now because it's probably going to change the gameplay majorly. Not sure yet, but they're in the middle of reworking it, so we should know within the next couple of weeks what's worthwhile. But bottom line, this is kind of how the game works, right? Every month and a half or so, they come out with a new robot, new set of weapons, and it's usually really overpowered. It's awesome. It tears everything up on the battlefield. And then a month and a half later, they come out with a new one that's really overpowered. Then they come out with a new one. And generally, every so often, they rebalance those overpowered items. And they'll either be good or not that great anymore. So that's pretty much what you need to know about this game before you decide whether or not you want to spend money on it. It's a very fun game. The game is awesome overall, but, there's definitely some things that make some people go, I don't know if I want to buy anything, right? So it's really personal preference. I can't really tell you whether or not it's worth you spending your money on, but you know, it's like any hobby. You put money into something and that's it. That money's gone. You usually never get it back. So Grady White says $600 to $1,200 a month to stay in the meta. That's what Robot costs. Does it really cost that much, Grady? Because I know there's a lot of times where somebody, you know, the new robot comes out. A lot of people get it for, well, that's the other thing. Some people might spend $100 and they get the new robot and the new weapon. Some people might spend $300 or $400 to get it. So the way they got it set up to get the newest, the latest, and the greatest thing, you know, you push a button and something pops out, an item pops out. You don't know if it's going to be the item you want or not. So it's kind of a crazy system how they have it set up, but it's definitely worth playing. Is it worth spending money on? That's definitely going to be personal preference if you're okay with that kind of thing. Edward says free is rare with this game. Sorta. No, they give out a lot of free stuff. Well, maybe I shouldn't say a lot, but there's constantly giveaways, Edward. There's huge amounts of giveaways. The amount of items they give out on this game is crazy. And if you watch the web shop, there's free stuff over there. But the YouTubers are giving out stuff for free all the time. You got Facebook giveaways. You used to have Reddit giveaways. I don't go to Reddit too often, so I don't know if they're still doing that. But they used to have giveaways all over the place on this game. So there is a lot of free stuff. You just have to be lucky to get it, I guess. Then usually around the holidays, they give out a couple things. I mean, they just gave us like a free Kefri, which is... I don't know how that's going to be after the module rework, but the Kefri was doing pretty darn good last time I played it, so there is a lot of free stuff here and there. Devil says the Typhon with Cryptic Hazard is good or not. Well, it was very, very good. I don't know if it's going to be good after the rework, but that's definitely a great setup if you're trying to play, you know, at a little bit of a range. I mean, that hits really hard. Crisis with Gauss, that's really nice. Oh yeah, if you want to get the ultimate stuff, yeah, Grady's right. If you want to get the ultimate stuff, that's going to cost a fortune. Ultimate stuff is very expensive, right? How do you get the new mothership? Devil, I'm not 100% sure, but if you look on the map here, it's probably going to be in the little thing. Let me pull this up. I'll show you where I think you're going to be able to get it. If you come into the little thing here, like you see, if you can see my mouse, like the little thing that says 14 hours and 57 minutes. If you come in here, you'll probably see the new mothership in here. So basically every couple of days this changes and it has parts for a new mothership. But you have to use your upgrade tokens to get mothership parts in here. So more than likely, it might be 2 or 3 days. It might be a week before we see the new mothership in here. But I think we're going to get it out of this thing. So generally that's where you find all the mothership stuff. But you do have to have upgrade tokens to get it. Now, if you go to the key crates, I mean, the new mothership's probably not going to be in the key crates, but you can also get some mothership parts over there in the key crates. I'm not sure which ones they have or if they're still even in here, but let's go check. All right, Dreadnought parts. Nobody really cares about that. So this has a couple of motherships still, so you can still get some parts out of this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the brand new one's going to be in there. I actually think I'm going to be giving away a bunch of those motherships. I think my next giveaway is going to be a couple of the Dux robots and a couple of the new motherships, the Fredericks. So I will be doing another big 200 item giveaway here, and I'll probably be announcing it pretty soon. Maybe like Monday. Maybe Monday I'll do a big announcement for the latest giveaway. But I'm pretty sure that's what I'm getting are those 2 items. Edward got a Dux for 15 bucks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all if you can get it for 15 bucks. That's good luck right there. Ian says there are Facebook giveaways. Alright. What's up, buddy? Says, is Ophion with Pathos good? Ophion kind of sucks. I mean, the problem is if somebody hits you with a shield breaker, your Ophion's pretty much going to die out of the air. That's the issue. If somebody's got the new Sniper Titan, that thing's got shield breaker. If someone's got a Crisis Reaper, it's got shield breaker. So if you don't get hit with shield breaker, I think you could probably play that and do well with it. But the issue is everybody's got the dumb shield breaker. So I think the Ophion's going to be very hard to do well with due to everybody running shield breaker. I mean, Raptor with the drone has a built-in shield breaker. Like, shield breakers everywhere. If the shield breaker meta goes away and people aren't really playing that anymore, I think that'll make a big difference and that robot will probably be playable again. But right now, I think that's the main thing that's giving that robot a hard time. How do you get legendary pilots? Alright, so basically, it's kind of a pain. I kind of wish they would do something a little different than the pilots. But if you go into the training center, like right now, there is not a legendary pilot. So I can spend... Oh wait, this one's legendary. So right now, there's 3 pilots available. I can spend 50 gold. We'll just go ahead and do it. Let's just say I want to try and get a different pilot. I can either watch a video, and that's going to put up 3 more pilots, or I can be like, bam, I can spend my gold, and that pops up 3 more pilots. So every day, there's going to be 3 different pilots in here, and then you can watch a couple of videos to refresh it or spend your gold to try and get one to pop up that you want. But yeah, it's about 2,500 gold. So there's another legendary one. That time 2 popped up, but the art of getting good pilots is rough right now. Now, the other way to get pilots, if you come into the key crates, there's a bunch of pilots in... I don't really know if the pilot you want's in here, but there's a bunch of legendary pilots in the key crates. So there's a lot of good ones in here. There's not a pilot for every robot, but those are the main 2 ways to get pilots right now. So let's go and open some of these chests and see if we can get some pilots out here. Alright, that time I got some mothership components. Alright, we got 1 pilot. We got the Everett. We got the Sadie. We got an Ash Skarsgård. We got a Stefan Benson. We got another pilot. So yeah, I guess you'll get a lot of pilots out of here. That looks like a good way to do things. Now, the good news is, let's just say you get a pilot that's not for your robot. If you don't mind losing out on that legendary skill, at least you can throw a pilot on your robot, level it up, and get the gold skills. But yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of hit and miss on whether or not you're going to be able to get the pilots you want. So I really wish they would just allow you to go in there and buy the pilots you want, like outright. But yeah, you got to sit there and, refresh them, or you got to open the key crate. So it's a pain in the buttocks to get some pilots. Alright, is the Thor mothership good? Yes, I think the Thor is a pretty nice mothership. You don't see UC being used much. UC. I don't know what UC is. When people abbreviate stuff, I can never figure it out. I don't know why, but I hate abbreviations. Grady says, I will upgrade my ultimate bots first. Yeah, with the new currency, ultimate bots are probably going to be... They're not guaranteed to be good, but more than likely, the ultimate robot's going to be the best robots in the game for a while, or at least most of them. Not every ultimate robot is good, but if you have a good ultimate robot, that may not be a bad idea to put your currency into it when we get the new specializations. I mean, they do rebalance the ultimate stuff here and there, but I think that stuff is less likely to be rebalanced than the regular stuff, so Grady's got a really good point there. It might be a good idea. I mean, there's no guarantees in life, right? There's no guarantees in life, but that might be a good place to put that stuff. Sweetest says maybe for $5 billion. You know what? I think for $5 billion, you could buy almost anything you wanted. If I had $5 billion bucks, I could probably buy the entire game and like still have several billion left over. Edward says Ophine is toast with SB, the shield breaker. So I figured out that abbreviation. Alright, Meowie says this game isn't that pay to win. It's the level distribution which is awful. It's better if we put free to play in Mark 1 and pay to win Mark 3 in separate games. Changed my mind. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to do that. I mean, I think the goal is to upgrade your stuff, right? You don't necessarily... Well, I don't know about after the module rework, but you can build a really nice hanger out of workshop stuff, right? It takes about... Last time I built a robot in the workshop, it took about 3 weeks. So, every 3 weeks, you can build a really nice robot. I mean, you can play that stuff, right? It takes forever to build all the robots and the weapons, but I mean, if I were going to build stuff out of the workshop, I would just build 5 robots, right? I would build 5 robots, and then I would throw the basic weapons on there and just play those weapons until I got better weapons, but it's kind of rough. You know, it's rough playing this game for free, but you can do it if you're patient and you put all your earned resources into the right spots and you play the game enough. But it's way easier to spend a few bucks. I mean, honestly, you can come into the store here. That's the wrong thing. But if you got a few dollars to spend, I mean, you can normally come into the store here. I mean, look at that. 12 bucks for this Titan. 12 bucks for a Titan. That's not a bad deal. You know, you can get Mark II robots with Mark II weapons for 8-9 bucks. I mean, I wouldn't buy that particular deal because the Hurricanes aren't really that great, but I mean, look, Fenrir, 10 bucks for a Fenrir, Mark II Fenrir with Mark II weapons. I mean, for 50 or 60 bucks, you could build a hell of a hangar that would be more than playable. I mean, 60 bucks? Look at that. There's another Fenrir. I mean, you could drop this. You could buy that $8 item and that's ready to go. You could play that in Champion League, right? If you spend your money right, it doesn't have to be that expensive. I mean, these are some crazy good deals. Now, I don't know how any of this stuff is going to be after the module rework goes through, but as of right now, I mean, those deals are crazy good. I mean, 50, 60 bucks or even 100 bucks, you could build a full hangar that's ready to roll. I mean, I could buy 5 of those, drop those in the hangar without upgrading anything and just play them for the most part. I mean, of course, you do want to get some pilots on them, but I think the game doesn't have to be expensive, but if you want the brand new thing, right? If you want the brand new thing, yeah, the game's going to be expensive. That's the problem. The newest, the latest, the greatest, or the ultimate stuffs will probably cost you a fortune to get, but if you spend your money wisely, you can build a really amazing hangar that won't cost you much. Or if you're really patient, right? It sucks. It's going to take forever for a free-to-play person to build up a really good hangar, but you can do it. Shrek says, buy Pixodania. I would love to. If I had that kind of money, I would buy this game for sure. Jamil says it would be kind of nice if the robots would look different if you upgraded them. You know, that would be kind of cool, actually. That would definitely be cool, to tell you the truth. Alright. Temark says, I'm using 4 Mark II Punishers on Eldritch Kepler. You know what, man? Mark II Punishers, they'll do the job. they will do the job. I mean, the 10-second reload time sucks, but those are pretty good weapons if you get past the reload. And they're cheap to upgrade and they work. Andrew said, did everybody get your free D-Gems in the My Games Marketplace? I don't know about that, but over on the web shop, if that's what you're talking about, there is free D-Gems over there right now. So I don't know what the marketplace is for My Games, but the War Robots web shop does have free D-Gems. All you got to do is go to the web shop. You'll find a link to that in any of my videos descriptions, right? If you don't know how to get there, just go to one of my videos, check out the pinned comment or the description, you'll find a link to it. And you can go in there and grab your free D-Gems, which is awesome. Jamel says, OG Freeze Rocket Ocho was killer. Oh yeah, that's an awesome build and a lot of fun too. Ian says, I'm not going to buy anything for War Robots. I'm focusing on it, Roblox. Yeah, you know, whatever you want to spend your money on, do your thing, right? You do you. Put your money where you want to put it. Don't buy what you don't want to buy, and have fun with Roblox, right? I've never really played that. Shrez says, make more content on Armor Attack. It's more received than Frontiers. I don't know. I mean, that other channel I made isn't really supposed to be set around playing one particular game. Thing is, I found that YouTube channel number 4, it's pretty hard to make time for it. It's pretty hard to make time for that, right? Like, as a disabled guy with autoimmune disorders, like, I can't really go work a normal job because, I mean, there's days where I can barely move. I mean, there's days where I can barely walk well, so I rely on my income off of YouTube. Right now, between this channel and my CSR Racing channel, I got to put most of my effort into that because those are the channels that are bringing in money right now, but I was hoping I would be able to have a little more... be able to squeeze in a little more content on the third gaming channel, but I'm finding a hard time. I mean, I already spent about 100 hours a week between the CSR Racing channel, the War Robots channel, and my audio and review channel. That's about 100 hours a week I put in there. It's really hard to find time to play on the other gaming channel, unfortunately. I wish there was more hours in a day. But I'm trying to pop out a video every once in a while, get a live stream in a couple times a week when I can on the other channel, but it's hard. But I currently have four active YouTube channels. I actually just deleted like 2 or 3 channels that I was running. But I think I had like 6 or 7 channels in total, but some of them were stuff I tried in the past and didn't really like or never really did much with it, so I deleted those channels. Arox, yeah, what's up, buddy? Curry is very fun. I like the curry. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like after the module rework, but yesterday, the curry was fun. What it's going to be like after the module rework, I don't know, but it was fun yesterday, put it that way. Yeah, all modules are disabled on Android right now as they're working on doing the module rework, so we have disabled modules, so they're all locked out. So whatever robots you were playing before your modules got locked should still have the modules on them and working. Any robot that was in your hangar that didn't have modules installed, well, you probably don't want to drop those in, so. Well, I got that autoimmune disease where my immune system attacks my muscles and nerves, so. Like, my muscles are constantly spazzing up. I can't sit in a chair very long. I can't even, like, when I live stream, I lay down. Like, I'm actually laying down right now. And I can't even lay flat on my back or, like, everything spasms. Like, I kind of gotta lay, like, half on my back, half on my side. Life's a freaking nightmare, man. Living like this, life is a nightmare, but you can only do what you can do, right? Like, you know, Mech, what's up, buddy? But when autoimmune diseases are no joke. I think I have something called stiff person syndrome. There's no test that can 100%. That's one of those weird, rare disorders. There's no test that can 100% say you have that specifically, but my blood tests show that my body is attacking itself, and all the symptoms point to stiff person syndrome. I've had 4 doctors now say, we think you have that, but we can't test for it. Venus says, I always pray for you. Thank you, Venus. I appreciate that. Honestly, I would so much rather just go back to running one YouTube channel and working a regular job, because putting in 100+ hours a week to make like $3 an hour sucks, man. Eli, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Kron says rigor mortis. What? Venus, how's your day going? Awesome to see you. Let's see. Muscle spasms. Yeah, I get my muscles are all messed up. Like, it's not just spasms. Like, I can't move well. Like, my hands, like, I used to play guitar, and now I can barely play guitar because my hands don't move well. Even after like 2 hours of just holding on to a mouse, like, I can't play games on my phone anymore. My tendons and my hands lock up, so. But even like a 2-hour live stream where I'm playing the games, like, I can, after holding on to the mouse for 2 hours, I can barely open or close my hands or anything. But yeah, that's why on live streams, like, you notice, like, you see my room on videos, but not on the live streams, because I can't sit in my chair for 2 hours to stream. In the morning, I can sit in my chair for a couple of hours, and then, you know, after about couple hours, my legs go numb and my back spasms up, and the rest of the day I can't sit down. But luckily I can sit for a couple hours in the morning before everything spasms up, so that gives me a chance to throw all my footage together, edit my videos, blah 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 blah. But I don't know, it's not a lot of fun. Ian says his mom has muscle spasms. She said her body's trying to kill itself. That's what it feels like sometimes. The one thing I hate the worst is when I yawn and all the muscles underneath my chin go into a knot. Like, it's just like, oh. Seriously, yawning will make my whole, like, jaw spasm. It's awful. It's awful. Can it be cured? Unfortunately, no. A lot of those autoimmune diseases, there's nothing they can do for it. Especially some of those really rare ones. Johnny says, NMD, Danny. What is MND? I don't know what that is, bud. I'm not good with abbreviations. Sweetest says, I deserve at least 100,000 subscribers on each channel. That would be nice. I mean, the money's okay, you know, but it's a lot of hours to, you know, make just enough. Luckily, I've got a room I can, you know, I got someone, you know, I got some people that let me stay here, and it's not very expensive. So if I had to go out and get like my own apartment, I would actually have to have somebody come and help me do stuff, because I mean, there's a lot of things I really couldn't do. Like, I would have to have somebody come over to the house at least like once a week and help me with certain things, and it's pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. What's up, MM? How you doing today? Wait, you got your compensation? Really? Where did you find that at? But yeah, the modules are currently locked out. Where do you see the compensation? I think what they're doing is they're currently running some sort of program that's like giving each person their compensation at different times. I didn't really quite understand it, but I think they said some sort of thing would pop up. I'm pretty sure they said something sort of thing would pop up that would tell you how much compensation you get. So the question is, was it good? Was the compensation good? Are you happy with it? I mean, I guess we don't even know what it's going to cost to upgrade the stuff yet, so. Andrew said, did you vote for Trump? You know what? I would definitely say keep politics off of like gaming channels. Politics just makes people angry, so I tend not to talk about any political stuff because people will start fighting and people will start being grumpy, and all I can say is they're crazy. People get crazy about politics, so I keep that off of my YouTube channels. Oh, motor neuron disease. I've never actually heard of that one, but they think I have what's called stiff person syndrome. I guess it used to be called stiff man syndrome, and they had to change it to make it more politically correct. How old am I? Well, I'm probably a lot older than I look. I will say that. But I've actually had problems ever since I was little, right? But things got worse and worse and worse over the years. And one day, see, like what I had would used to flare up, and it would be bad for a couple of weeks. And things would go back to being pretty normal. Then would flare up. One day things flared up and they just never got better, so. Akuz, what's up, buddy? How you doing? He says, I want to ask something. Go for it. MM says, compensation 10,000 modules and 6 boost tokens. Huh. 10,000 modules. I wonder how many modules it's going to cost to level up. Alright, so Petrov got 3,500 modules and 3 Dorito chips. Interesting. I still haven't got anything yet that I know of, so I'm still waiting to see what they're going to give me, but it's going to be really interesting. I wonder if it's going to be like 500 modules to upgrade a robot. Is it going to be 1,000 modules? We don't know. It's going to be pretty easy. Yin says, Danny is 38. Oh man, I wish I were 38. Do my muscles get very tight? Yeah, like I've lost all flexibility. Like I have like very little flexibility, so. Aku says, I want to save them for the future. Oh wait, if you don't use your D-gems, no, you won't lose your D-gems. You should be able to save the D-gems for any time you want. Yeah, and I don't know exactly how old I am. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate birthdays. I stopped paying attention to them. I am in my 40s, though. I'm in my 40s. 40, am I 43? Am I 46? I don't know. I'm 40-something. I'm 40-something. I know that's bad, but I absolutely hate birthdays. Like, most of my family, you know, never really did holidays or anything, so we never really celebrated stuff. And I never really cared about it. But to me, it's like you hit a birthday and you're just like, oh man, oh, I just got compensation. They just compensated me for all of my modules, so. Interesting. It just popped up on the screen. I guess some people are getting them. Yin says, what year were you born? I'm not going to give that information out because next thing you know, somebody's going to be stealing my identity. No, but I try not to give out too much personal information online because you never know who's listening to these things, right? What's the compensation rates? I'm not really sure. They never actually told us. I don't think they ever told us the compensation rates, but see, I had a lot of modules that weren't leveled up. I never sold my modules, so I had a crap load of, I probably had like 60 level 1 modules, you know, maybe 100 level 1 modules. I don't know. I had a handful that were leveled up, then I had a whole bunch that weren't, so. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about the rework is whatever you upgrade now is basically the modules are attached to a robot. So every time you get a new robot, you've got to re-level up the whole thing for each and every robot. What did I get on the new currency? It was a pretty nice amount. I mean, I had a lot of modules leveled up, so I don't remember the exact number. I already clicked off of it, and I don't know how to find it. But I got around 40,000 of the new currency. It was around 40,000. I don't know where I find it, but platinum. I had a lot of modules. But I think I had at least like... I feel like I had about... Man, wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12... I feel like I had about 15 of each... 15 to 20 of each module actually leveled up. And then there were all the level 1 ones as well, so... But yeah, Kron, it'll pop up here pretty soon. Yeah, it was the new currency, Gene. The new currency just popped up. So each person's getting it at a different time. But I was just sitting there in my hangar, and a little thing that popped up, it gave me some upgrade tokens. I think I got like 12 upgrade tokens and around 40,000 of the new microchips. So I can't show it to you, unfortunately. I don't even know how you find it. It was just a little pop-up message, and I already closed it. Let me see. I'm not sure if there's a way to see it now. But yeah, the new currency is called modules. Condorner, what's up, bud? Nice to see ya. So, Maborium, microchips, D-gems, platinum, silver, gold. Has anybody figured out how you find it? You may not be able to see it again. But I actually took screenshots of all the modules I have, so once I find out how much compensation we were supposed to get, I'm going to try and do the math and see if I can figure it out just to make sure I got the amount I was supposed to get. Midnight, what's up, my man? So what it says, yeah, Danny, I mean, I'm young and you probably miss being like that, you know, but time flies. Oh man, the older you get, the faster time goes. I will say that. The older you get, the faster time goes. When I was a little kid, a year felt like it took forever. Now a year feels like it's like 3 months. Now it's just like bloop. It's like, man, I gotta pay income tax again in a couple months. I just paid that crap. Feels like I just did it. Midnight says, if you played without the modules. No, whatever robots you currently have that had modules on it are currently working, so I don't know, it's pretty weird. Pretty weird. Daniel Sykes, what's up, my man? Akuza says, how was the time before? I'm not really sure what you're referring to there. Grady White says, well, been fun playing War Robots while it lasted. Grady, are you quitting? But yeah, I haven't played without the... I mean, I have played without modules. I know what the robots feel like without modules, and it's very squishy. They're all very squishy. But whether or not we'll be able to play with or without modules right now, I'm not 100% sure. But you know what? Once the rework goes into full-blown functionality, At first, for the first couple of days, I'm probably not going to level up any robots. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them all blank. I'm gonna figure out what the robots actually play like without upgrading anything. So, and then I'll upgrade it. You know, I'll play something for a while without upgrading it. Then I'll upgrade it and see how much of a difference there is. But it's gonna be different, I think. Gene says it will reveal some of the playing field. What do you mean by that? I don't know if it's gonna make the gameplay better or make the gameplay worse, but it could go either way. It might make the game feel a little more balanced, or it just might make everybody's robots feel more crappy. I don't know. Sweta said it's midnight in his country. You know, it's 1:35 here, so it's 1:35 in the afternoon. So we're a little more than a 12-hour difference. But yeah. I'm glad my voice is holding out today. I've had a really sore throat. Like, I think I'm kind of sick or something, but I didn't stream. I missed my stream on Saturday. I was really sick. I think I fell asleep. But the last couple live streams, I think I had to end them early because my voice was going out on me. So if my voice sounds scratchy, it's probably because it is. Oh, Swita says 2 of his wisdom teeth broke. You know what? I had to have my wisdom teeth all taken out. That was not a fun experience. Hey, WizBiz, what's up, my man? How you doing, Mr. WizBiz? Crown says, hey, Rust Bucket. Rust Bucket, how you doing today? Grady says a lot more AA. Yeah, you know, those skirmish robots feel pretty lousy. I don't know why, man. But yeah, those skirmish robots aren't set up. They don't feel like anything like my robots. I don't like those skirmish modes because everything's a little too squishy. But my guess is that I don't think the skirmish modes even have pilots or anything. I don't think you have pilots or modules on those skirmish modes. WizBiz says armor attack. Are you playing that now, Wiz? Grady White says our server is moving more to armor attack than robots anyway. Yeah, like in my clan, like half the time when I log on to our clan chat, everybody's playing armor attack. Rust Bucket says, better than I deserve. Well, that's good, my man. That's actually a good thing, I would imagine. Sweeta says, it will be a Tuesday on my birthday. So it's almost your birthday? Hey, happy birthday. Armor attack's a lot slower, but it'll be interesting to see where that game goes. Like, that game needs, you know, that game's just starting out. So, I mean, it's not even really fully released, so. It's a very different game so far, but it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. What happened to Warbots Frontiers? It's still up and running. I don't know why they haven't fully released it yet. Like, I've been playing Frontiers a little bit on my other YouTube channel. And it's a really fun game. Like, I think they've made a lot of improvements to it. But it's pretty good. Edward's having an alcohol attack. Holy crap, Ole, man. Sweeta's got a test day in school on your birthday. Oh, that's no fun. I would say, hey, it's my birthday. Give me an A. That's what I would tell the teacher. Give me good grades. It's my birthday. Suresh says, armor attack creators are not greedy, at least not yet. Yeah, you know, it's probably going to be, at least right now, it's going to be a really cheap game to play. It's not going to be, I don't know, I think they're planning on keeping everything kind of balanced and inexpensive on that game. But, you know, I enjoy both of the games. I mean, to me, the one thing I like about War Robots, the fun thing about War Robots is, man, you drop into a battle, you're just fighting players. It's fast paced. Like, you know, back in the day, there were some things about War Robots I didn't like all the robots were slow. It took an hour to walk across the map, or at least it felt like it. So War Robots was a really slow-paced game back when it started out as well, and then eventually it evolved from a really slow-paced game to a crazy fast-paced game. I mean, what I really like about this game is you drop in, you're just fighting people from start to finish. Like, it's just constant 10 minutes of pure battle. You're not running around. I mean, one thing nice about the smaller maps on War Robots is you don't have to just run around to look for people. I mean, you know where everybody's at all the time, so. But I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money on War Robots. I mean, you can play this game without spending a whole bunch of money is the thing. But a lot of people spend a huge amount of money on War Robots. I'm not sure how some people can afford that, but some people will spend huge amounts of money. Rust Bucket says Frontiers is supposed to be released on 11/24/24. Really? So that's like in a week or two, or like 2 weeks or something. Midnight, you can't unlock the modules, my man. You gotta, like, everybody will get those on the same day, which I'm not really sure. I don't know if we have to wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or what, but the modules will just kind of unlock when they unlock. Whenever it's ready. Like right now, they're just trying to, I guess they're trying to make sure everybody gets their compensation before they unlock the modules. So you just kind of got to wait until they do it. Alright, Smiley says it doesn't feel like the modules still work. My angler is slower than ever. You know what? Let me go play a game. Let's go play a game. I haven't played anything, but these robots here should all have modules on there. So let's go play one game. We're gonna postpone the question and answer for a minute, but let's try this out. Yeah. Resident says 30 FPS is terrible. I've never really minded 30 frames per second, to tell you the truth. I can't tell the difference between 30, 60, or 120 when I play games. They all look the same to me. I don't see how you guys can tell a difference. I mean, some people are like, oh, I can't play unless it's like 300 frames per second. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't see a difference. I mean, 60 is definitely, like, I can tell a very, very, very slight difference between 30 and 60, but anything over 60, I can't. And if you, I kind of looked it up one day. Science says the human eye cannot tell the difference between 60 and 120 frames per second. They say our eyeball is kind of stuck on a 60 frame per second frame rate, according to science. Is that true? I don't know, but that's what I read. And if it's on the internet, it's got to be true, right? My curry feels faster than normal. I think my modules are still working because my curry is moving really fast. Now that guy ain't taking no damage. He's a big old crapter over there. Dear Mr. Crapter, here, have a little bit of this. Mr. Crapter, I'm coming for you, sir. Here. But if you notice, I don't have like a healing module or anything, so maybe the modules aren't working. Yeah, there's no healing module. Your phase shifts are gone. So the good news is right now you don't have to spend your power cells. You don't have to pay. You don't have to spend your power cells. Whiz you out of here. If so, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, hold on. Up. Alright, let's get him. Let's get him. I don't know, the game feels pretty average and normal right now, I would say. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe modules aren't working. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about false reports from cheats because you're not going to get in trouble if you're not cheating, right? Just because somebody reports you doesn't mean you're going to get in trouble. People can report you all day long, and if you're not doing nothing, you don't have anything to worry about. They're not going to ban your account before looking into it. I mean, I could report somebody 9,575 times, but Pixonic's not going to ban that person if they're not actually cheating. Like, they'll investigate it and look to see if you're actually doing something you shouldn't be before they ban you, so I wouldn't worry about it. Joker 2 and Transformers. Which Transformers? I've never seen the Joker movies, but I've seen most of the Transformer movies. I like the Transformers. Resident, I use the LD Player emulator. That's the one I've had the most luck with. BlueStacks, I've always had really bad lagging problems on any game. Now another one I used to use back in the day was called, I don't know, I used to use Nox and Mimu, but I haven't used those in a couple of years. Like, LD Players ran really well for me for the last several years. They seem to work really good. Oh, there's a new Transformers movie? I haven't seen previews for that. I can't remember which one was the last one I've seen. I don't really have a lot of time to watch TV or movies these days. I probably spend a good 3, 4, 5 hours a day just going through like all my comments on my 4 YouTube channels and trying to answer people's questions. So that pretty much sucks up all my extra time, but I enjoy doing it, so. I don't really watch a lot of TV or movies, you know. By the time I'm done with everything for the day, I usually have like 2 or 3 hours left to do whatever. Then I usually pop on War Robots and play for an hour or two, and then. But yeah, I don't really watch a whole lot of TV or movies these days. But I have really enjoyed all of the previous Transformers movies. Most of those are really good. Samir, what's up, man? He says Bumblebee. Bumblebee's awesome. Midnight says, even my Titan doesn't have modules. Yeah, you'll get your compensation. Not everybody's getting on the same day, I guess. I didn't quite understand what they wrote, but I guess there's a program that's going from one account, like, I don't know, I think it's doing one account at a time or something, just to make sure they get everybody. I didn't quite understand what they said, but right now they're working on giving everybody compensation, and then after everybody has it, then they're going to unlock the new things, so. But yeah, I didn't really understand exactly what they were saying, the way they worded it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the robots felt fine right now. I mean, I guess everybody's playing without modules currently, so it'll be interesting. Suresh says, anybody watch Joker 2? Is it good? Not to me. I've never liked the Joker, man. He's too creepy for me. The Joker freaks me out. I don't like that character. Black Knight said, I watch you while I am driving. Alright, that's a little scary, my friend. Please don't watch and drive. Don't watch and drive, sir. We don't want to see anything bad happen to you, my man. But it's good to hear from you. Listen, how about you listen and drive? That would be better. Listen and drive. We don't want you running off the road. Resident Alien says, Joker 2 people aren't liking, but we have to watch it because we watched the first one and it was good. Yeah, I heard a lot of people really liked the first one. Yeah, Resident, yeah, if you look at the if you look at Discord, is that what you're talking about when you're talking about the community updates? Oh, on your YouTube channel? Alright, so I think he said he put the module rework details on the community channel of his YouTube channel. Am I understanding that correctly? Gotcha. Russ Bucket said, I've heard the new Joker is supposed to be a musical. Really? Huh. I am not a fan of musicals. I don't like musicals. Oh, there was a series called Transformers Prime from 2013. I have not. I haven't heard about that, honestly. Ah, cool. Thank you. Thanks, Alien. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, YouTube and Pixonic didn't like what I had to say there, I think.
Oh, come on now.
They did not like what I had to say on that one.
Why is that? Holy
yeah,
crap,
we back. Yeah, somebody called somebody real quick. Somebody was getting super upset.
I'm having a malfunction here. I clicked on this channel and it's playing all kinds of noise. Why is it still playing all this noise? I shut off. Oh, there we go. What are you live? Are you live streaming right now? Are you live streaming? I'm not sure. I can't. For some reason, I can't get the internet window with YouTube to pop up, so I had to mute the live stream's volume. Oh, that was your last live. Gotcha. All right. That was so loud too. That was like crazy loud. That freaked me out. I'm like, what the heck is that? I actually muted the wrong thing, so. But yeah, if you guys want to look at his community tab, he's got the rework stuff up there. But yeah, I clicked to go to your channel and it just started automatically playing that video. I just don't know why it was so loud. Holy crap, it was like crazy loud. I'm sorry if that busted anybody's ears. If that busted your ears, guys, I apologize. Yeah, I'm not really sure how you make so that doesn't autoplay. I think if you click on my channel, it autoplays stuff as well. Yeah, I see Manny's still making some War Robots videos or some, I don't know. But Brawl Stars is an interesting choice. I'm actually kind of surprised he went with Brawl Stars. It's kind of a cool game and all, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like a game that you would have a lot of it just doesn't seem like a game that there's a lot of content to be made about. Maybe I'm wrong, but I was actually playing a game for a little while called West Legends. Brawl Stars came out and everybody switched over to that. I think West Legends was actually a lot more fun. It was very similar. It was kind of like the same game, but I think it was better. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Brawl Stars came out and everybody stopped playing West Legends and Brawl Stars blew up. And West Legends didn't. And I don't know why, because it was, in my opinion, it was way better. West Legends was actually super fun. Because, yeah, I got another channel for CSR Racing, actually. But yeah, I'm not really sure why he went with Brawl Stars. I mean, that's a fun little game, cool little game, but I just kind of wonder, like, I don't know, how popular is that game on YouTube? Does it have a really big following? I've never really watched any Brawl Stars channels, so I don't know if there's any, like, big Brawl Star channels or not. Vulture, what's up, my man? How's your day going? Hope you're doing awesome. You got Resident. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. He subbed to my racing channel. Aku's found it as well. Definitely appreciate you guys. Squad Busters. Daniel, I've never heard that one. Is that a mobile game? Resident, you know, I actually downloaded the PUBG. I always call it P-Bug, some dyslexic. I know that's not right, but I always call it P-Bug Mobile. Now, I used to play that back on my phone back before my hands started locking up. So I downloaded that on Steam a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't got around to playing it, but I need to try it out on PC and see if I like it. But I bet it was like 3 weeks ago when I downloaded it, and I just haven't got to play it yet. I haven't had time, but I was actually planning on streaming that on my my other channel every once in a while, but just haven't got around to it. Really, Sweater? He said it's P-Bug is banned in India. I wonder why. It's kind of interesting how different countries will ban certain things. What I say is, why can't everybody just get along, right? Why can't everybody just get along? And I don't know. People need to stop hating on each other and banning each other and fighting with each other and blowing each other up. That's what we need. We need people in the world just to be able to get along with each other, and the world would be a much nicer place for everybody if that could happen. Kron, I don't know what that stands for. All I know is it's Battlegrounds Mobile. I have no idea what PUGB stands for, honestly. Now I guess it's Battlegrounds PC and mobile. Wait, there was, what do you mean 3 million players on a stream? What do you mean 3 million players on a stream? Like, Was there a live stream? I can't be. I'm confused. I don't know what that means. Player unknown's battleground. Mech, you know, that sounds kind of right, but I don't know. How much does it cost to get the Ducks robot? Well, it might be a few dollars. It could be a couple $100. That's the thing with the Ducks, right? You buy a couple of those data pads. I mean, you might buy one data pad and open it and you might get the Ducks. It might take you might have to open 10 to get it. That's the thing, is you never really know what's going to pop out of those data pads. So there's no way to know exactly what it's going to cost you. I mean, somebody just said they spent 15 bucks and they got one. Most people I talked to said they spent about 100 bucks to get one. So it's going to be different for every person. There's too many variables to really know for sure. Johnny, have a great day, buddy. Thank you. Oh, 3 million people playing it on Steam charts. Gotcha. I'm dyslexic, so I probably read what you said incorrectly there. Yin says medicine time. Medicine. Yuck. When I was a kid, man, I used to hate medicine. But yeah, so Corsa, I would not be surprised if you had to spend 50 bucks, 100 bucks, or even 300 bucks to get one of those Ducks robots. So I think the Baglasari Titan, I said it wrong again, counters the Rook. Sort of. I mean, if you use it right, I think it can destroy pretty much anything in the game. Yeah, I mean, 3 million players, that's a lot. That's a lot. Sweetest legs cramping. Have some mustard. I don't know how true this is, but most people I know who have leg cramps, I don't know why this is supposed to work for leg cramps, but get a teaspoon of mustard and eat it. Supposedly, within a few minutes, if you're having leg cramps, they'll go away. I know so many people that have get Charlie horses in their calves, and they just eat some mustard, and they say 2 or 3 minutes later it's gone. So maybe try that if you got some mustard. Resident says, mobile is garbage compared to PC though. I can't ever go back. Yeah, I mean, generally most games are going to be better on PC over mobile. Belber, what's up? Nice to see you, bud. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're okay. Kusa says, I love mustard. I actually don't like it, but I do eat it because it's got some health benefits. Even though I'm like, ew, mustard, I still eat it. Suresh says, take magnesium tablets and vitamin D drops. I don't know why, but every time I take magnesium, it doesn't seem to agree with me. But I do take vitamin D all the time. Probably not as much as I should. I should be taking it every day because I often get low on, I think it's B12. I get low on B12 and D vitamins kind of often. Alright, guys and girls, our stream time is about up for the day. So if anybody's got some last minute questions, get them on in there. Unfortunately, it's about time for me to get off here. I gotta get off here and spend a couple of hours answering YouTube comments. But there's something else I need to get done today, but what the heck is it? I'm trying to remember. There's something I need to do here. I gotta answer questions on YouTube. But there was something else. I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna bother you guys with it, but All right, I'm wasting your guys' time. I apologize. I'm thinking out loud here. I'm sorry. Rust Bucket, you're welcome, bud. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate all you guys coming out, actually. What do you do in real life? Not much, man. I make YouTube videos on like 4 different channels, and that sucks up all my time. So all I really do is YouTube stuff, really. I usually have about 2 or 3 hours free in the evening where I play some video games for fun, but I get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm usually busy with YouTube stuff until about, between 5 and 7 p.m. I get done with that. Then I'm usually in bed by like 9, so running 4 YouTube channels is crazy. I mean, if I didn't answer everybody's comments, I could probably free up a few hours a day. I could probably get an extra 3 or 4 hours a day free, but I enjoy answering everybody's comments, and that probably keeps a lot of people coming back, watch more of your videos and stuff too. So all right, so the new module update, you're not going to be able to unlock it until Pixonic decides it's time to unlock it. So basically, it's locked for everybody. What they're really doing right now is they're working on getting everybody their compensation. So they've deleted your modules. They're working on sending everybody the new resources and whatnot. So once they're done with that, then they'll unlock it and make the new update ready. So we just have to wait till they're ready to give us the rest of the update is what it is. So we're just kind of stuck waiting on them for now. So hopefully sometime with the next couple of days or in the next week or so. I'm not really sure how long this is going to work or how long it's going to take, but for now we're just kind of out of our modules for a minute, but it will unlock sometime very soon, I hope, but don't know when. But I would say spend the new resources very carefully, right? When you guys get your compensation and those modules unlock, spend them resources really carefully, because you want to make sure you're going to put it into something you're going to want to play for a long time, because remember, it's going to be attached to the robot from now on. You're not going to be able to move it from robot to robot. You put those resources into a robot to level up the tree, that's it. It's on that robot and your resources are gone. So everybody needs to be very, very careful how they spend those, at least at first, because we don't know if that's going to be a cheap resource or an expensive resource or what. It could be dirt cheap to buy it, or it could be really expensive. We don't know. So I would be very careful how you spend those until we really know what's going on with it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming out. I definitely appreciate you guys watching my videos, hanging out with me on the live streams and all that good stuff. Thank you so much. But I think that's it for the day. You guys and gals are awesome. Thank you so much. Lightning out, and we will catch you next time. See ya. See ya.